In this episode of our series, we'll take a look at what biotechnology is, mycoprotein, genetically engineered bacteria, and finally, we'll explore genetically modified crops. Biotechnology involves manipulating living organisms and biological processes to create useful products. Modern biotechnology enables scientists to culture vast quantities of microorganisms under precisely controlled industrial conditions. These organisms, grown in large fermentation vessels, produce valuable substances ranging from food ingredients to life-saving medicines. Let's examine mycoprotein, a protein-rich food product derived from fungi that's becoming increasingly important as a sustainable meat alternative. The most well-known example uses Fusarium venenatum, grown on glucose-rich nutrients in aerobic conditions within temperature-controlled fermentation tanks. The fungus converts simple sugars into protein-rich biomass remarkably efficiently. After fermentation, the fungal culture undergoes heat treatment to reduce harmful RNA content. Then filtration and further alterations create products with meat-like texture. The resulting mycoprotein contains approximately 45% protein by dry weight, plus essential amino acids and dietary fiber. This production method offers substantial environmental advantages over conventional meat production. Mycoprotein requires 90% less land and water than beef production, whilst generating 90% fewer greenhouse gas emissions. For every kilogram of mycoprotein produced, only 1.5 kilograms of glucose are required, demonstrating exceptional feed conversion efficiency. Compare this to beef production, which requires approximately 10 kilograms of feed per kilogram of meat. Biotechnology has also revolutionized medicine through microbial production of human proteins. Consider human insulin production, which transformed diabetes treatment worldwide. Before genetic engineering, insulin was extracted from pig and cattle pancreases, causing allergic reactions in some patients and requiring enormous numbers of animals. Scientists now insert the human insulin gene into bacteria, typically E. coli, which then produce human identical insulin. The bacteria multiply rapidly in fermentation tanks, creating vast quantities of insulin that's purified and formulated into medicine. This process ensures consistent supply, reduces production costs, and eliminates animal-derived contaminants. Similar techniques produce human growth hormone for treating growth disorders, clotting factors for hemophilia, and numerous other therapeutic proteins. The precision of genetic engineering enables targeted solutions to specific medical needs. Genetically modified crops represent another significant biotechnology application addressing global food security. Scientists can introduce specific traits like drought resistance, pest resistance, or enhanced nutrition directly into crop genomes. Golden rice exemplifies nutritional biofortification containing genes that produce beta carotene, a vitamin A precursor. This addresses vitamin A deficiency affecting millions in developing countries, potentially preventing blindness and reducing child mortality. Bt cotton and Bt maize contain genes from Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria, producing proteins toxic to specific insect pests but harmless to humans. Farmers growing these crops report 30 to 80% reductions in pesticide applications, improving both environmental outcomes and farmer health. However, GM crops generate significant controversy and debate worldwide. Multiple concerns exist regarding their environmental, social, and economic impacts. Critics argue that hunger results primarily from poverty and inequality rather than insufficient food production. They contend that addressing economic disparities would more effectively tackle lack of nutrition than technological solutions. Environmental concerns include potential gene flow to wild relatives, creating superweeds resistant to herbicides. There's also worry about impacts on non-target organisms like monarch butterflies affected by Bt crop pollen. Additionally, GM crops cannot overcome fundamental agricultural challenges like severely degraded soils or extreme weather. Even engineered drought resistance has limits when facing prolonged water scarcity or degraded land. Corporate control over GM seeds raises socioeconomic concerns. Large biotechnology companies own patents on GM varieties, requiring farmers to purchase new seeds annually rather than saving them. This creates dependency and can increase farming costs, particularly affecting farmers in developing nations. Some worry that biotechnology diverts attention from simpler, less expensive approaches that might provide more sustainable solutions. Traditional breeding, crop rotation, and integrated pest management could address many agricultural challenges without genetic modification. Despite controversies, biotechnology continues advancing rapidly, offering tools to address food security, nutrition, and health challenges. Success requires careful regulation, transparent communication, and consideration of both benefits and risks.